What's up? It's Kat from 95.5 WBRU. I'm currently hanging out with Baio. You might know him as Chris Baio he's the bassist from Vampire Weekend. He's also doing some solo stuff. It's a delight having you here.
It's a pleasure to be here.
All right, so I'm so sad. I think that we missed your sets yesterday because we were stuck in here, living the life of luxury apparently. But how did they go? I say they because I think that you did like multiple things here yesterday.
I did 4 sets yesterday all told. So I played at the Pepsi stage at 150, and then I did like an acoustic set after that. Then I played an after party across the street. That was really awesome. Then I DJ'd, and I'm a little roasted, but doing okay. Holding it together. Excited for one more day here. Playing tonight. I'm opening for Fantagram at House of Blues, so happy about that.
That's awesome. All right, I'm glad that you're surviving. And I'm curious because you play the bass in Vampire Weekend, but then you're also, kind of doing like everything with the solo stuff, and then you're also DJing. Mm-hmm. So I'm wondering, like, what's it like kind of transitioning between all of those different roles as a musician?
I think it's all connected and it's all fun, and I love it so much. I love that yesterday I got to play an acoustic set, an electric set, and DJ'd, and I just feel very lucky to get to do what I do, and music in any form, getting to do it, I love it, whether it's playing other people's music as a DJ, playing a song that I wrote and played every note on, or writing the best bass line possible for a song someone else wrote, and I guess it's all connected by my taste, things I like, what I'm hoping to accomplish, and yeah.
Yeah, that's awesome. And so, I guess kind of going off of things that you like. So this new album, it's interesting because, so PSA, you have a new album, right?
Oh, yeah. Yes. My album dropped. Oops. No, yeah. It's I put out a record last year called The Names. It came out in September. And so this is the tour for that.
Yeah. So on The Names, it's interesting because it's like the lyrics to the songs seem like they're a little bit dark, but then all the songs you're still listening to, I'm like, yeah, I could totally like get down to this. So I'm wondering how you, I don't know, kind of like reconcile the difference between the lyrical content of the songs and the like actual song itself.
Yeah, I think it can be a interesting vibe to pursue where you're writing cheery melodies or having banging beats and having kind of dark or sinister lyrics, and sorry, that water flowing is a little it's funny, I just transfixed
there was
by
just
that water.
like right behind the camera there was just like a little like a small waterfall happening. Like, what is that? I hope you didn't have to pee before this interview.
No, I'm good.
It was a test.
Right. Yeah, exactly. It's well, for me, the record, I moved to London 3 years ago, and I was sort of thinking about, for the first time, I was an American living abroad full-time, and thinking about my relationship to my Americanness. I think anyone from any country, when you leave it, you become more aware of how your country is a part of your identity. Like, I have a Norwegian friend, and when he leaves Norway, he feels more aware of his Norwegianness than when he's in Norway itself. And so I just was thinking a lot about my relationship to America, relationship to American foreign policy and things like that. And it's something that it's complicated. And I wanted to write an album and make songs that did the best to channel that complication.
Yeah, so then would you say that like being in London itself was what influenced the sound of your album, or more like being in London in relation to being an American?
I would say both, definitely. And I don't, it's very possible I would have never made a solo record if I hadn't moved to London, but like going over there when I'd be off tour from Vampire Weekend, my time was 100% my own, and it just is such a profoundly different place. I mean, there's a lot of similarities to New York, obviously almost identical population, same primary language, but sort of little things in the day-to-day that you don't really know until you've lived somewhere for an extended period of time. All that is in the record and in the sound of the record and the lyrics of the record. And also, just, pining for a place that you've left. That's a huge part of it as well.
Yeah, what did you miss the most about being here when you were away?
Okay. I used to really miss air conditioning, but now this is something I really just noticed on this trip, but my body has changed in that I find air conditioning to be a bit too intense. And now I sweat very easily all the time, and usually I'm like so hot and disgusting and feel like trash in the summertime. But now I'm like, when I walk into a store, I'm like, whoa, this is a little crazy. I feel like I'm going to get sick. And I never would have thought that before. So that's a dumb little thing that's new for me on this trip back to America.
Yeah, I mean, it seems you must have like fully transitioned. You're walking around in like 82-degree weather in this full blazer outfit. I'm like, man, I'm here in my like tank top risking skin cancer for the sake of being cool, but also I'm Floridian, so I might be
Where
biased
in Florida
in
are you from?
I'm from Orlando, Florida.
Okay, nice. My wife is from Sarasota, and
Well, that's actually not too far. It's like 2 hours away from me.
yeah, I've kicked it in Florida a fair amount.
It's not my favorite. I vastly prefer being in Rhode Island than there. So I'm wondering, while I have you here, kind of like music recommendations from a professional. Like what have you been listening to these days?
Okay. Usually I'm terrible at this, but I've been driving on this tour, and so I can remember what I've been listening to lately. My favorite record I've heard this year is a record on the label Compact, which is one of my favorite record labels from Cologne. It's this artist named Weevil, Weval. It's a duo, and it's like electronic music. A lot of it is vocalists, some of it is songs with vocals, and I just think like the drums, the world of it, the vibe of it, it's such a good record. I also really like the Skepta record, Konnichiwa, that came out a couple months ago. I like running a lot, and any record where you can like listen to it front to back and just run, I'm always down. So that record I love, and I also love the Anoni record. She's just such an incredible singer, and it's a really great collection of songs. So those right now are my 3 records that came out this year that I really love.
Oh, that's awesome. I'll have to make like a Spotify playlist or something that's like, Chris Baio told me to listen to these things. That's awesome. Is there anybody that you're going to have the chance to see while you're at Lollapalooza this last day, or are you too busy being big and famous and stuff?
I may be large in size, but I'm not famous. But I'm quite busy today, so I'm going to DJ another thing, a pool party, which I'm gonna change my clothes.
Yeah, this isn't quite pool party attire.
No, I have some swim trunks in my backpack, but I am opening for Fantagram tonight at House of Blues, and I'm gonna watch Fantagram's set. So that will be the one set this weekend that I'll be able to watch of another artist. So I'm excited for that.
Well, I hope that you get to fully enjoy at least that one experience while you're here. All right, so I think that we might be all set. Thank you so much for joining us once again. I hope that you have a solid rest of the day. All right, this is Chris Baio. I'm Kat. It's 95.5 WBRU. See ya.